Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Assassin's Creed Revelations. Let's continue. So we're going to do another one of these Master Assassin quests. And it's just occurred to me that I believe all of these are going to be two-part quests that you can't do the second part right now. So therefore, you're never going to be capable of actually getting the story in any kind of reasonable order.
I have heard some troubling rumors.
Tell me.
We have reason to believe a rogue Orthodox deacon is planning to murder the Patriarch of Constantinople.
Do we know who this deacon is?
Not yet. Clues have been sparse.
And of course, this guy has a mask on, so I
first.
can't see his face.
It would not serve our
whether he's
cause to
talking.
eliminate every holy man between Bursa and Belgrado. Vieni, and we will ask around to see what we can learn.
So, locate the church official on your first try. This is the Deacon Part 1. So we won't do the Deacon Part 2. Probably.
What is our plan, Mentor?
The Orthodox millet in the city is too small to hide big secrets. We will ask the clergy some questions, and, if necessary, make them answer.
Now, clergy, in this case, I assume are Muslim clergy. But they kind of are just the copy and pasted clergy we've been seeing for everything else. Full sync failed. And while that happened, I can't talk to this guy. So effectively, I guess I needed to follow this guy.
There are rumors that the Patriarch is in danger from a rogue deacon. Does that stir any ideas?
Ah, yes. We have heard those rumors too. And the name behind them is always Cyril of Rhodes. The Patriarch cast him out some years ago for gross misdeeds. He is banished. Anathema. If you see him in the city, you can be sure he intends to do harm.
What did you learn?
Our target is Cyril of Rhodes, a banished deacon.
So that's nice to know.
Come, let's do it.
So we're again doing one of these kind of boring missions where it says escorts under attack, which using the phrase escort is kind of different from follower, which is what we had before. So they've introduced a new key phrase.
Hold fast. There are a number of holy men here.
So we need to walk.
I know what to do, Mentor. And if I see an opportunity to eliminate him, I will take it.
Was that the whole memory? Like,
I have him, Mentor.
Stop! That is not our target!
So he got away. And he's running.
Brash fool! You killed an innocent man.
I have no excuse, Mentor. Forgive me.
Even if I do, many others will not.
Nor should they.
Take up his body and bring him to the shore. This is your burden to bear.
So it's pretty typical to bury bodies at sea under Muslim tradition, as I understand it. That's part of the reason why they cast Osama bin Laden's body in the sea instead of bringing it back to the United States and putting it on display, which is what some people wanted. Also, they have rules about how quickly they want bodies in the ground or the sea. It's not a bad idea to bury bodies at the sea. In my opinion, it helps not take up wasteland for graveyards and feed the fishes at the very least.
Commit this poor man to the sea, then meditate on your mistake.
Have it, Mentor. May the shame I feel never fade.
He didn't even throw him the right direction. What garbage. What total and utter garbage this game is. Didn't even bother to animate it right. And, like, I could get a body right now. I could face here and throw it in the sea. Arguably, it might take me 2 or 3 tries. But I could get it done. Notice this animus piece, so we'll get that. And those are so few and far between that I imagine there'll be no reason, or there won't be any more close by. Alright, where do we want to go now? We want to waste some more time, so I imagine we want to just run to the bomb traps again. There's this disputed area here, this disputed area here. And I suppose if we see any more glowing bits of animus pieces, that would be nice. But I doubt we will. So, like I stated earlier, you cannot possibly get the story done in a good order. The Deacon Part 2 won't be open probably until that guy is trained to level 15, and very possibly until some other things happen. What would be cool, I imagine. What is this? The mercenaries den? Let's go in here and see. It would be nice if there was a dialing system. Seriously? It's just a door? Well, that is crazy. Why have a door? It goes nowhere. Like, I'm still in the map. It's just an open air den. I guess maybe they were trying something different here, and I kind of applaud that as a concept. But I suppose this is also an experiment indoors, and that's not the way you would want to implement a door in this type of game. And creating all kinds of shenanigans.
I tell you no ill will, Temple Master.
There we go. Send the mercenaries after them. Why they decided to put the bomb maker character in the middle of the bazaars is a little beyond me. It seems crazy. I have to defend the CD. Oh no. So one of our cities is under siege, and otherwise I'm gonna lose it. And I hadn't considered that. Let's look at Tunis. Can this guy succeed at a level 4? Can this guy claim the city by himself? No. So I really don't need to send somebody out on those kind of missions that I just sent them on. That's actually a waste of resources. Because as soon as the 10 minutes or so it takes to free the next city happens, well, we could just, without even reducing the Templar control at all, we could easily reclaim the city. Every time I walk into this area, I have not as much as I would like. Sometimes I'm just getting one of every item now, but it's selling for a high enough price that it still makes a lot of sense. I'm pretty sure there is a Assassin's Creed game where you, was that in Brotherhood, where you had to transfer the value of one of your currencies into a new currency? Whoever was in charge of animating this guy did good work, I would say. He at least finished his work.
And I'm a perfectionist. Perhaps the next Sultan would appreciate my efforts. Well, how can I help you, Ezio?
Smoke signal bombs. How do they work?
You must know the old saying. Where there is smoke, there is fire. These bombs play off that idea, creating a thick plume of smoke to trick city guards into believing a fire has started. These bombs are quiet, however, so only those who see the smoke will be lured away.
So they animated this guy
I will give it a try.
to talk, to sit, to stand, to stretch, like, and in several instances we don't see that happen. He'd head to the destination, throw smoke bomb at the target crosshairs. So if we throw smoke bomb here, it'll decoy them. Wait for the guards to investigate. Enter the restricted area and head to the rooftop destination. One assumes I'm supposed to be here. So we're going to try and incapacitate these guys with an assassin move, I assume. Wait for your two targets to emerge, then perform an air assassination on both of them. Escape the area undetected. Meanwhile, we'll do this. And how can we escape the area undetected? And I screwed up. You walk anywhere close to those guys, they apparently hear you. Which, that doesn't... notice how it saved the treasure chest I just opened, but didn't save anything else. Now we just look. Wait. And assassin. Let's see if these guys have anything special in them. One caltrop bomb. One smoke decoy bomb. Will anybody see me if I do this? Just run right into the corner and I'm out of the area. They didn't draw the area quite wide enough. So another boring tutorial thing. However, the good news is it took us very, very far away from where we were, which I doubt I have enough money to buy the Forum of the Ox, which I guess is okay. But I could go down here, get this treasure chest, come over here, unlock this building, and we could try the Master Assassin mission. Let's see, I don't think I've purchased this shop either. We're in a new area, that's good. That lets us run around this rundown, overpopulated section of city. Where's the treasure chest I'm looking for? Where are you hiding, treasure chest? There you are. Skunk oil. Next location is here. I can't even target that guy. So is that guy just not a bad guy? Like, I have these mercenaries, and I'm trying desperately to find any bad guys anywhere to stick them on. And I can't do it. Like, there's nobody anywhere. This world feels empty in so many different ways. Another one of those. There's Bomani people everywhere. So if I could find some bad guys, I'd hire some Romanis. They're near the Romani headquarters, that's why. I guess maybe there's some kind of political statement being said here, is that there are no guards in the poor district. That certainly was the case in the Assassin's Creed 1 also. They intentionally told you to stay in the poor district because the guarding was subpar. You get a considerably higher amount of money from these chests. And another Master Assassin mission to do. Alright, in we go. The fact that I didn't have anybody in this den means that it could have been taken over and contested. But I think even the game itself doesn't want to waste so much of my time. If I was to do fuse shell type and coal dust and this craft. Alright. Like, I'm still gonna have to figure out how to do everything I need to do. Pick one of these level 10 assassins. And while we're here, let's interact with these guys and skip all these messages. Nobody over 10 is going to have any levels or points, which is just more argument that if Master Assassin was level 15, why aren't there a third thing like speed, armor, combat speed? Or defense speed and strength. Alright, so this city's under siege. Defend the city for 15,000 points. And you go with it too. You, and you, and you. Next city to free is Marseille. Can we reclaim the city with who we've got right now? Not right now. So we'll send somebody to get this, and I'll keep the rest. So I'll have some assassins that I can call during missions. Now we have the Guardian Part 1.
Buongiorno. How have you taken to your new post?
I do my best, Ezio, but it is no easy task to oversee a district in constant peril.
Peril? What has happened?
Despite our presence, the influence of Templar money is strong. Most of the merchants here are still taking bribes.
Dannazione. We should talk to the people and get a feeling for their mood. Vieni.
Most of the merchants who have sold their allegiance are Greek, and I am not ashamed to say that I understand why.
Then you are a better citizen than most, Effendim. You cannot expect men to find any comfort in having been conquered. But just as they have a right to demand dignity from the Ottomans, the Byzantines
sure
have an
came out of
obligation to
nowhere.
keep the innocent safe from harm. This requires a careful balancing act. We should not be surprised if we stumble from
Did
time
somebody
to
just
time.
pickpocket her?
All yours.
So I could have seen hiring Romanis at this point, but like, I don't know how I would have avoided that previous fight. Seems kind of ridiculous.
Most entertaining.
May the Father of Understanding guide and keep you.
This is an impressive take for a single day.
What
That's
business
a
is it of
Templars
yours how
thing
quickly I
that
make my
we haven't
money?
even
I take
heard
care
in
of my neighbors,
a very long
and
time.
they take care of me.
Find clues about the Templars' influence. Clues found. Target located. So you have a nice layout of, I want to point out, spices and foods there. Looks alright. We've seen in several other instances of games where they're not animated very well, or it's lower texture.
Bless you, brother. May God shine his radiance upon you.
A large sum for him as well.
Talk with the first merchant. So the Templars are just bribing merchants.
Salute, amico. Forgive me for asking.
And that's why
but
they're
the
dressed very
insignia on this
well.
chest, what does it mean?
That? It is the seal of Theodoros Komnenos.
And he is your benefactor.
Benefactor? Oh, he is my friend, my countryman, and one of the wealthiest men in this district despite our new masters.
Of course. Grazie. What do you think? Shall we pay Theodoros a visit?
I do not want to start a fight. We cannot justify Ezio.
Nor do I. If we can find a way to avoid bloodshed, we will. But if the Templars are behind this, that will give us few options.
So, here's... I should keep an eye on my money count when people bump into me, and see if that amount.
Goodbye, there.
I see him! There!
So I guess we're fighting. So my Templar awareness. Where you headed off to? I assume I'm supposed to be following? So often these games, they just don't tell you what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm following my apprentice here, who's running in some random directions. And she's not really chasing anybody. Does another thing. Oops. Like, what am I doing?
Fall in.
Infiltrate the rich man's property. This would slide that way.
Give me a minute.
Total disrespect. Alright then.
What, 10,000 actually is not enough? Did he actually say that?
Alright, go.
Is he mad? Does he think I teach mining?
So we'll use some more Romani people.
Question how these Templars work. But I have been
They
hemorrhaging
wants me
money
to
ever
reduce
since I came into the
distance from the target?
Find me a quill.
Where's the target?
I believe I will write these men a sternly worded missive, packed with subtle valves and tawdry insinuations. If that does not get their attention, I don't know what will.
See, am I supposed to get here?
Theodoros, buongiorno.
Huh? Who are you?
You have been quite
I don't
free
even
with
know
your
what I was
money
supposed to
lately,
be doing.
and the assassins would like to know what your generosity has purchased.
Assassin? You? Both of you?
Calm, Effendi. We mean no harm.
I don't want to die. Please, spare my troubled soul. The Templars have corrupted me. I'm a good man at heart.
Keep watch over this one. When he has regained his sanity, we will talk.
Take him now! Mercy, good master. I am not evil.
So, as I'm doing this, like, mission, these guys were in the overworld instance, preparing to attack me. They want me to use a bunch of these, so I'll purchase them.
Time to leave.
We'll get some medicine for free. That's pretty much all we're gonna get from them. Moving on. So another half of a mission. Why not have us do a full mission? I want to see if I can get this direction. All indications were that we couldn't go this way.
For Kaya.
Hey.
There's a double assassination. I've got enough people to do an arrow storm right now. Oh, there was also a collectible limit. Let's see if we can go back and find that piece. It was on top of a tall building, so it could have been any number of tall buildings.
Absolutely beyond my comprehension.
Keep climbing. There's a place where we can control the assassins, so we'll do that. Keep using these to collect more things. Brotherhood would have really been awful if it had the bomb-making elements, in my opinion. You're doing too much at that point. You're asking the player to think about way too many different systems. I'm trying to keep everything as balanced as possible. Of course, with 111 ranked person, that's all I can do right now. Yeah, Revelations is almost like the director's cut, left on the cutting room floor content of Brotherhood. Was it really that building? Here's a problem. It's really hard to tell any distance. There's one, so I'm gonna assume that's the one I saw before. Now we want to cross this building. can we cross this building? There is a way somewhere, but it may very well just be this gate. Yep. Area not available during the current memory. So that section is limited. Right. We have an empty faction building. We have this. We have this. Maybe we can buy it, and then we can come back down this direction and try and buy these buildings and synchronize our viewpoints. Also known as more busy work. When you look at a game like Destiny, and I'm talking Destiny 1, and I'm talking from ignorance pretty well too here, because I guess I'm gonna do thieves this time, because I'm not seeing a lot of thieves in the regular world. Destiny 1 wanted to be this massive MMO element, and I'm not sure in the end it really caused some weirdness to happen, because you were loading from an open world area to some very narrow single player small maps. They're not single player maps, they were multiplayer, but they weren't open world, and people complained about that. But I really have to wonder if people just cannot be satisfied, because I am not happy with the open world aspect of this game, frankly. 4 games in, the cities are just annoying me. They're wasting my time. That being said, playing Assassin's Creed 4, in which you're enforced, doesn't really help anything either. Please be signed to purchase this building. Like, somewhere there should be a sign.
Regarding the activities of the Assassin Brotherhood.
Where's somebody I could hire to send these guys after him? So yeah, when they tried to fix it, I wasn't happy. I'm not happy with how it is now. I basically just know what I don't want, and I don't want to waste my time. There is definitely a director's cut to Assassin's Creed as a series. There it is. Wow, just hide it from me. 45,000. Where you could have the main important and good stories of Assassin's Creed 1, which there actually are rather good, well-written story elements in Assassin's Creed 1, and I'm not sure they ever even began to attempt to write anything as good or as well thought out. Again, then take the Ezio trilogy, which is Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations, like this, and merge them together and take the good important things out of that, which in all fairness, I'm not sure any of what happens in Revelations matters. It is this kind of unimportant coda at the end of a very important song. Songs are an interesting reference because songs in general, if you listen to a lot of them, which I don't, but I have in the past, they tend to be, by modern sentimentality, too long. And the further back in time the song is written, the longer it is of trying to get a filling up something like a 45-minute record with music and making it an experience is not the typical way in which people listen to music. Instead, what they do is they listen to the radio, which often fades into the good parts of a song and fades out of the boring, repetitive parts of a song. And modern songs are playing to that much more often, where you're having 2-minute high energy, lots of changes, lots of catching your attentions, songs. I guess you might even call them ditties. Let's see. This one's safe, but this one's under siege. So, as soon as one stops being under siege, we have another. And we'll send out people to defend. The next one, we are trying to reclaim Marseille. Tripoli. I don't think I could reclaim the city all by myself with a level 12. I think you would need 2 level... Did we open this? I think we did. Yes, we did. This game must have an engine where it removes things from memory, and when it respawns it back from just a default save map, it refills the bombs and treasure chests. And I might get these guild quests done after all if you just have to spend so much time fiddling and wandering. Since I'm at a tailor, it makes sense to buy more parachutes. Maybe we can even purchase a upgrade. Nope, can't. Original gray, we've been doing that. Let's do Egyptian blue. And we already own all the pouch upgrades.
I have a new line coming in soon. Don't be upset.
Blacksmith. Yes, the more I think about it, absolutely I should have just been handed enough currency to purchase everything already. In fact, let's be realistic. It should look at my save file from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, see that I have done everything, and just say, hey, how about we just let you skip this part? Because nobody needs to, within a year, play the same game, this element of the game like that. Like, if this was DLC and not a separate game, that's how it would have worked. And for the entire Ezio trilogy, and even including Assassin's Creed 1, if all of those annual releases were DLC on the same engine, or you could port the map from Assassin's Creed 1 to the whatever version of the engine Revelations is on, because they're constantly working on it, clearly, for better or worse, as it seems to turn out. Doesn't seem like I can go this way. I'm just gonna follow this custom marker and see what happens. You're gonna run into a wall. Alright. Look how he's just miming opening that chest because it's in an awkward place. Let's see. We have a fight club, but I don't even know what the point of the fight club is. Let's go see. I have a ridiculous amount of money. Maybe I could put up all my money and triple it in one fight. That would be silly. Let me through here. I have a chest. My Arabic gunpowder is full. So what is this guy? So 5 mercenaries in 40 seconds. Complete the previous one, unlock this one. 1 mercenary. And what's the maximum I can bet? 500? This is just Brotherhood stuff again. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and cancel. There's your fight club. Just thrown in the game for no reason, and they want me, like, which of my dens is under attack now? This one that I just put somebody in? Like, if we look, this is contested, this is contested, this is contested, this one's been contested for a while. And this is just a mercenary camp. Again, outside. Feels like this door would open to something, but nope. Fire these guys. Come on, can we not find anybody? Seek these guys on. Oh. There's like no guards.
I've been offered the job of
There's a cat sound effect in the background for no reason. That is funny. There are no cats in this game. However, we know that for a fact. We would have seen a cat walk around. So it's kind of crazy. Somebody paid for a cat sound effect, or they probably have a library that Ubisoft has licensed. Come on, jump. That doesn't let me jump. Jump. Another one of these special loot boxes. I think that's a special loot box. And I guess we have to go higher to synchronize. Yes, we do. But synchronizing in this game doesn't put things on the map. The things were already on the map. So I'm confused. Yeah, I'm very confused. Since these are contested areas, we can see with some better accuracy which buildings we missed. But it's mostly just, it's not shops, it's the big expensive buildings. If I come free this contested area, I'll be able to unlock this one and this one and this one, and at that point I probably can purchase most of these things, but we're going to be left with a lot of very expensive purchases. So it's time for another one of those boring contested din sections. It's also a great time to use the arrow storm. So now my mercenaries will recharge.
Something in that innkeeper's eyes tells me he won't pay, regardless of the fingers he uses. No one dares watch.
I need to sell my Arabic gunpowder pretty quickly. This is kind of ridiculous.
Which way did he go?
Like, how do we do the run and jump?
Wow,
is it this way? We run and click them this way.
I can't see him anymore. Another.
So you have to be anonymous to interact, which I think pretty much means I have to shoot this guy first. Hide. Faction that was following has been lost. Can I become anonymous? How about this? Throw bomb. Now I can defend it. Ridiculous. Alright, what do we have new? Assassin Splinter Bomber, Cannon Barricade versus the Greek Fire Barricade, and the multi-barrel gun barricade. It's like they really only want you to have one kind of barricader. Rifleman, crossbowman, regular barricade, and assassin leader. and the air assassins. Let's see, the air assassins thing are 10, but the riflemen are 15. So let's see if we could do a bunch of air assassins this time. It's the same animation, it seems, for some, if not all, of the layouts. It could also be
that area.
Simply a case of the game.
Make your stand there.
We'll just try all kinds of air assassins.
Hold there. Make your stand there.
So that did not work well at all.
I need you to hold that point. Hold that point. Right there. Hold there.
So, not a good barricade. Can I upgrade this barrel? Here we got a new guy.
I need you to hold that point. Defend that area.
So I'm gonna install a regular barricade this time.
Make your stand there.
I don't know what just happened there. It seems like there's probably a guy there that's killing people. And in the meantime, these guys are getting through.
Make your stand there. Hold there.
Like, these rooftop runners are no good.
Defend that area. Make your stand there.
You just lose a lot of... You just lose a lot of men. No matter what you do.
Make your stand there. I need you to hold that point. Make your stand there. Make your stand there. Hold that point for me.
And gotta keep an eye out for these guys.
Make your stand there.
This whole system is still very bad. Very, very bad. I wish I could sell some of my bomb making material at some other location, because I kind of need to now fast travel to the bomb area to then use to sell the gunpowder at the very least. real progress on any of these things. Arguably, we're barely making any progress in this game at all. Assassin's Creed games don't work with my new recording schedule very well. The idea of these being 30-minute episodes would be laughable, since there's so little that goes on, and there definitely is a reason. It's kind of an obvious reason that I never played any game after Assassin's Creed 3, 2. Also, well, that's what I'm trying to say is it burns you out, and you need some years to have a break. And in a weird way, since I'm playing these a second time, I'm getting burned out the second time. So the potential of me playing Origins is getting further away than it would be for most people. In fact, I guess I'm hoping that my series in which I'm playing these games is in an effort teaching people what the previous generation of Assassin's Creed games are before Origin, since Origin has effectively reset everything. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can reclaim the city with the 5 lowest people, which I can, and then can I reclaim this city with the lowest people here? Yes, I can. And that's actually only 4 people, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. And that means, with the exception of Rhodes, all of the Mediterranean is going to be liberated. In this instance, what do you mean? In what way do I not have a level 10 assassin to do that? I have a level 12 right now and a level 12 right here. I guess I could change their color. Interesting. For whatever that's worth. They look pretty similar. I can't do... Unknown amount of time. This assassin is away on the Little Prince contract and will be unavailable for an unknown amount of time. This has 9 minutes. This has 9 minutes. This has 9 minutes. This has 9 minutes. 9 minutes, 9 minutes, 9 minutes, 9 minutes. Well, because there's this limitation, I'm just gonna leave the game unpaused for 9 minutes in between this recording and the next recording, so that the mission will be done, so I can put someone here and so we can start another Master Assassin mission and try to get through those. And then after the Master Assassin mission, hopefully we'll be close enough that we can try and purchase some more things and get this main overworld element done. What's funny is Brotherhood was much better at pushing the main story, that it kind of didn't even care if you did any of this overworld stuff, where this is totally pushing you to do the overworld stuff on this really small map. But it being smaller doesn't actually change much, in my opinion. If anything, it probably helps a little. We still haven't moved the main story forward, and we're 20% synced with we've done 3 out of what looks like 10 Master Assassin missions, and since we know half of those are part 2 of two-part missions, you know, we can't do that. We've done, like, we have, it seems just 3 more bomb missions to do. We got 1 more viewpoint. That's good to know, but the last 2, I think, well, one of the last 2 I'm pretty sure we can't do yet until we go to memory 4. We found a couple of data fragments, but I don't have much hope on finding all of those. What, 75 of 106 treasures, which I guess that's making some progress. Maybe. Or according to the game, 33.69% done. Honestly, I feel like we're probably even further than that. So we're gonna just leave it here. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description. If you like what I'm doing and want to support me, gift me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.